time when you punched me? What about that part? My address got released to the public by way of my children's father. So then I had to do a text. Hey, not sure if you're available or not, but this just happened. Is there any way, I'm afraid, is there any way that you can come to my house, sit out there, like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm scared, okay? That's how that happened. So in that whack-ass interview, are you sending my address because you sent a police report that had my address on it? But see, what you didn't do is show my report of that same day when you pulled that pow-pow out on me and said that you would take me out, and you already thought about it and decided you would.
Welcome back to my channel, the place where we break down everything in entertainment, reality TV, pop culture, and the stories people can't stop talking about. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that notification bell, like this video, and subscribe so you never miss any breaking news or live updates. Now, let's get into something very serious. Melody Shari Rogers, who many of you know from Love and Marriage Huntsville, has finally spoken out about the abuse she says she suffered at the hands of her ex-husband, Martell Holt. What makes this story even more shocking is her claim that a lot of what happened was hidden from viewers because it was cut out of the show. That means the public only saw a small part of what she really went through. And here's the part that shakes everyone.
You ain't show that side of the police report, boo-boo? Because I got it. I've been quiet for a long time. My people have seen it. So for all the women who be on here caping and capping, why don't y'all give them some help? You love them that much. Why don't you do that? Because y'all weak hoes, that's why.
Melody is saying that the producers and the network allowed her to film with the very person who was hurting her just so the cameras could keep rolling. For years, fans watched Melody and Martell's marriage play out on national television. At first, many thought they were a strong couple with a beautiful family and bright future. But as the seasons went on, the cracks began to show. Infidelity, arguments, and constant drama became their storyline. Still, what many viewers didn't fully realize was just how serious things were behind the scenes. Melody's recent TikTok livestream changed everything. She revealed details that weren't shown on the show, incidents that painted Martell not just as a bad husband, but as someone who created an environment of fear and abuse. She said that people had already seen hints of his behavior, but those hints were just the surface. There was much more going on that the cameras either didn't capture or that the producers decided not to air.
And if you think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. You want to show the report, the part of the report is, or the video of you recording me after you've done all this stupid shit to me and now I'm on your ass. You want to show that, or you took my money that you weren't supposed to take, and then you want to pick up your phone and record. You want to show that part, but you don't want to tell all the other stuff. What about the time when you punched me? What about that part? Because I still got receipts for that too. So what's up? I am not in any shape, form.
This raises some uncomfortable questions. Why did OW and Carlos King, the producer, allow Melody to continue filming with Martell knowing what was happening? Why was the safety of a cast member not prioritized? If you've ever followed true crime documentaries or even shows like Netflix's Worst Ex, you know that abusive behavior often follows patterns, and those patterns are clear to anyone who looks closely. Melody herself said that if she hadn't left Martell when she did, she could have become another tragic statistic in the cycle of domestic violence. Think about that. She is saying her life could have been in danger if she stayed. On her live stream, Melody didn't hold back. She spoke about different types of abuse: emotional, financial, and physical.
Do not ask me. I'm no longer interested in financing my own abuse. Okay? To get back to where I was walking, they had to drive all the way around, come back to come where I am to let their window down to do this.
Oh, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I thought you were.
to?
That's me.
Who you talking to?
No, I said both with him.
Both of y'all. Who is both of y'all?
You and your man, Jason. You and your man, your boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Jason, your boyfriend.
Okay, so now you're trying to tell me who my man is. But first of all, if it was, why would you be concerned? Like, you in the whole car with a whole supposed to be my man. Like, I don't understand how you...
She even mentioned threats that she says Martell made, and it shook her fans to the core. Some people in the comments during her live video were actually asking why she didn't go back to him, or why she didn't just work things out. And Melody used that moment to remind everyone, abuse is never something to excuse or ignore. Asking someone to return to their abuser is dangerous and shows a lack of understanding of what victims go through. She also pointed out that many women in the public eye faced the same thing. For example, when actress Tia Mowry announced her separation, people kept pressuring her to go back to her ex.
Fashion, any shape, form, or fashion. Covering, providing cover, providing, trying to make you this, that, or the other in no shape, form, or fashion. What about the time whenever we was in Vegas on vacation filming and you threw pillows at me, hitting me in the face with them, but they cut that out, they didn't air that. What about that? The footage is there. Why they didn't air that? Why they didn't air, give me something soft. Why they didn't air this right here? Stay right here. I don't want to hurt you. Right here. Let me get some soft stuff. So I can give them an idea. Why they didn't air that? Because they definitely aired me throwing the glass at your ass. But why they didn't air whenever you in Vegas, whenever we was in there in that room, before everybody start running in from the pool, what's going on, what's going on? And we standing there in that room and he doing this right here, and this right here, and this right here to me with pillows. Why they didn't air that? See what I'm talking about? So don't ask me no more why I'm not going back to shit. Don't ask me.
But just like Melody said, outsiders can never fully understand what really happens in a relationship. Another part of Melody's story that keeps coming up is Martell's ongoing relationship with Ariana Curry. Fans know Ariana as the longtime mistress who eventually became his girlfriend. What's wild is that while Melody was dealing with pain and humiliation, Ariana was proudly posting Martell on her Instagram, calling him her man.
And think that it's okay for a man that you call your man to be pressed about their ex. This 5 years an ex. Okay? That's why I said, boo, you slow. Cause ain't no way. Now, here we go. I'm playing one more time. Here, do it, Canadian. Here we go. Drove back around to where I am.
Fix your face, fix your hair at the same time. Don't be looking at me like that. It's over with now.
Who are
It's
you?
over with now. Both y'all. Oh, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I thought you. Who you talking to? Who you talking to?
No, I said both with him.
Both of y'all. Who is both of y'all?
You and your man, Jason. You and your man, your boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Jason, your boyfriend.
And I'm like, I'm so calm. I'm like, who you talking to? Who? Because he just told me something crazy. Oh, I ain't talking to you. I saw that. That's when I said, who you talking to? I'm still calm, y'all. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Because remember, you just said, oh, it's over with now. It's over with now. What does that mean? What, that I just let you take a plea deal? What does that mean? It's over with now. Okay? So no, I'm not ignoring anything. Let the record show. Let the record show.
But here's the twist. Martell rarely posts her back. He doesn't openly claim her, which makes the whole thing look even messier. Melody even laughed at how sad the situation is, because in her words, you can't help someone who refuses to see the truth. Despite everything, Ariana continues to stand by Martell, even when it seems like he's not giving her the same energy publicly. Here's where the frustration grows for fans. Why does Martell still have a spot on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Melody pointed out that he adds nothing of real value to the show, and honestly, many viewers agree. When Martell isn't on screen, people barely notice his absence. Yet, producers keep finding ways to include him, even when his storylines are weak. some fans believe they only keep him around because he's tied to Melody's past and because the drama keeps people watching. But let's be real. Is exploiting someone's trauma for ratings worth it? That's the big question OWN and Carlos King need to answer. A few seasons back, there was a reunion where Carlos King was literally crying over Martell, saying he felt Martell's pain. That moment confused Mans, because instead of centering the victim, Melody, he was emotional for the man being accused of abuse. Fans immediately called it out, saying, "Why are you sympathizing with him? Where's the accountability?" And now that Melody has opened up even more, that reunion moment looks even worse in hindsight. OWN and Carlos King are now under fire for not protecting Melody, for keeping Martell on the show, and for ignoring the obvious signs of abuse. People are saying they turned a blind eye in order to keep the drama going. The truth is, Melody's story isn't just about reality TV. It's about real life. It's about the countless women who go through abusive relationships and are silenced, dismissed, or even told to go back to their abuser. By sharing her story, Melody is not only standing up for herself, but also shining a light for others who may be in similar situations. Her courage is a reminder that abuse comes in many forms, not just physical. Emotional and financial abuse can be just as damaging and sometimes even harder to escape. This situation shows how reality TV often fails its cast members. Instead of protecting people, producers sometimes exploit pain for storylines. Melody's experience is proof that networks need to do better. If someone is saying they feel unsafe, that should matter more than ratings. What happened to Melody is frightening, but it's also a warning sign. As viewers, we need to hold these networks accountable. It's not just entertainment when real lives are at risk. At the end of the day, Melody Shari Rogers deserves peace, healing, and respect. She's survived one of the hardest battles a woman can face, and she continues to speak her truth despite the backlash. Martell, meanwhile, has to live with the fact that his reputation is forever damaged by his own actions. No amount of spin or storyline will change that. And as for Carlos King and OWN, they owe viewers an explanation for why they allowed this dynamic to play out on TV when they should have been protecting their cast. That's the full breakdown of Melody's shocking revelation and why it's causing such a stir. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think OWN and Carlos King were wrong to keep Martell on the show despite the abuse allegations? Should networks take more responsibility when cast members are in toxic or dangerous situations? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.